right, hello, good afternoon. So this is the last class of October. Happy Halloween. That's crazy. Can't believe it's the end of October already. So we're gonna do a 5-week class series next session, which I know some of you can't join, but so it'll be 3 classes in November and the first 2 of December. We'll kind of pair those together. So I'll send information about that with the recording. Today's class, all we need is a chair and the strap. And we'll put the strap to the side. So sitting upright, rolling the shoulders up and back, relaxing a little bit into the space you're in. Maybe closing your eyes. Just begin to connect to the breath. No need to change anything. Find your 3-part breath. And then we'll begin with alternate nostril breathing. So taking your right hand and then closing the right nostril. We inhale through the left. Entra el aire por un lado, sale por el otro. Then closing the left, exhale through your right. Continue, bring the breath in that way, in through the right. Close out through the left. We'll finish the exhale through the left side. And then we'll release the hand down when you're ready. Take your time. And just take a moment to notice. All right. Whenever you're ready, we'll start with a little bit of tapping. Let's wake up the whole body, tapping a little bit around the legs. We'll lift the leg and tap lower leg. Come into the lower abdomen, move a little bit forward so that you can go around towards the kidneys and up through the low back. And then come onto the side. And then we'll do the other side. And then we'll come on that shoulder, we'll come through the inside of the arm. And then we'll come on the other shoulder. All right, rub the palms together, create a little bit of heat in the hands. And then tap the face. We'll come back to the chest. I'm going to do something after we tap the chest. And come into the crown of your head, all around your hairline. All right, fix your hair a little bit. And then we come into the chest. So we tap the chest, take an inhale, throw the breath out through the mouth, again. One more. And now we're gonna do Tarzan. We haven't done Tarzan in a while, so let's do Tarzan. So we're gonna inhale, and then we're gonna go, ah. You can do it with your hands open, or you can close your hands. Ah. Breath in, ah, and relax. Woo! That wakes up a lot of energy. All right, do a tense release from the feet to the face. We tense everything, wake up every muscle, and relax it. Again, tense, breathe, tense, tense, relax it. Let's do that one more time, tense, tense, and relax it. We bounce the feet a little bit to wake up the feet. And then we'll do our pedals that we do up and down. All right, lift the right leg up and let's rotate the foot. Bring it the opposite way. All right, hold that leg and circle at the hip. All right, let it go. Bring it here and rotate. Bring it the opposite direction. All right, hold the leg, rotate at the hip. All right, bring it in and then bring it in on the other side. So it's like you're doing like a hurl, up, up, again, and one more time. All right, now we'll go open the leg to the side and lean towards that side, starting to wake up the upper body too. Lengthen and reach and drop and lean. All right, let's do that on the other side. So we'll bring it in, opposite arm leg. You go down and we'll move it up and down. Last one here. And then bring it back up. Reach the arms up and overhead. On your exhale, you'll hold the knee and you twist. Bring it to center. You'll hold the knee and you twist. Bring it up. Twist. All right, let's keep the leg straight on the next twist. So straight and hold it. And then bring it to center. Straight leg and hold it. We're only doing one of those. And then bringing it back and into center. Roll your shoulders. They go up and they go back. And bring them up and forward. All right, roll them up and back, keep them there, and then moving your head in slow circles. Bring it the opposite direction. Slowly bring it the first direction, nice and slow. So slower than how you were moving before. And bring it slowly the opposite direction. All right, bring it back to center when you're ready. Take your time. And then we'll do big circles here. Bring it the opposite direction. Bring it back to center. We'll lift the chest and squeeze the shoulders, and then we'll round and hold the knees in. Move your spine. You can hold one, you can move through all of them. So it can be fluid, but you can also hold it if you like. Like if this feels good and you want to hold it for a moment and take a breath, that's fine too. Last round here. Bring it back to center. All right, we open the feet a little bit, not a lot. And then it's like a wave, so we'll make it a little bit more exaggerated. Be careful. Keep your belly a little bit strong so you don't release too much your lower back. And then let's see if we can do the wave the opposite direction. And for me, one feels a little bit more organic than the other one. Like this one feels a little bit off. But maybe that's just me. Bring it up and then bring shoulder to knee and bring it back. Right shoulder, left knee, bring it back. Let's do one more each side. And last time. All right, very good. Bring it back and into center. All right, we'll grab this strap. We'll do a little bit of shoulder mobility and then we'll get the hamstrings and the inner and outer leg, right? So you go here. Remember to modify anything you need to modify. If your shoulders are injured, maybe you don't go far back, you don't bring it back. So you're coming up and you're going down. And this can be done with a TheraBand too if you don't have a yoga strap. It's the same. Bring it up and bring it back. See if you don't have to bend the elbows. If they're bending, widen the grip, right? Si se doblan los codos, abrimos las manos más. All right, bring it back. And then that's it. Bring it here and pause. And then lean to the left so we can open the right side of the body. And then do it to the other side to open the left side of the body. And now let's look to the opposite side. So we lean this way, we look up. We come up and we go this way. And then we bring it to center. We'll release it and then we'll close the grip of the hands and we'll go stay there. You round a little bit through the upper back as you pull the strap. Bring the arms up and overhead and then lean again to the side. Open to the other side. One more to each side. And we round through the upper back one more time here. All right, now we get this strap on the foot. You keep the leg straight, so try to keep it nice and straight. And then lift the leg and let it go down, but don't bend the knee. Up it goes and down. Up and down. And up and hold it. You can keep your elbows tucked into the ribs and lift the chest up. All right, hold that strap with your right hand and open towards the side. Remember to keep this leg still and bring it back to center a little bit, not all the way, and open a little bit more. Again, same idea. You want to keep that leg straight so you don't bend that knee. Open to the side and hold it here. Breathe. Come and cross that foot over the knee. You can release the strap, just keep it here. And then interlace the fingers at the bottom of the feet. If you're wearing shoes, don't worry about it, okay? So you're bringing the fingers into the toes. If you're not doing that, that's okay. You grab the foot and now we'll start moving it in circles. You try your best. Even if you get just a couple fingers through the toes, that's already a win, right? You weren't doing that before, so it's already a win. And bring it back and around the opposite direction. All right, press it and point. Press it back and point. Let's do that one more time. Press and point. And then move your toes forward, back, and then try to pull the toes as best you can out of the foot. Pull, 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 and then we'll let it go. Grab one set of toes and move one forward, one back. One forward, one back. And then forward and back. And then forward and back. We have one last set here. Forward and back. And we let it go. All right, release that leg. You can move it a little if that feels good. And then we have to do the other side. So we go here with a strap. Let's see if I can get a strap there. You're lifting up, you're dropping down without bending the knee. Hold it up, throw the elbows to the ribs, sitting as tall as you can. Very good. All right, grab the strap with your left hand, it opens. Remember to keep this knee still, and then you start opening and closing. Just a little, it's like to find it a little deeper, like to pay more attention. Hold it on the outside. All right, cross it, bring it over. Again, you can get rid of this time for good. You can put it on the floor if you want. And then there you are, you go from the bottom of the foot with your right hand, and then you use your left hand to help you draw the fingers as close to where the toes begin. again, even if it's not all the way in, it's better than nothing. So start moving your toes once you get the grip, forward and back. And then circle around in big circles. Bring it the opposite direction, kind of exaggerate that movement to really get that ankle to mobilize. And then you point down, and then you point back till you get the stretch through the back of the foot. Down, up, down, up. All right, very good. Pull the toes out, pull them out, get them long, long, and then let it go. One set, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. All right, now we just gotta remember to wash our hands when we get out of here. Sit upright and then wiggle your toes, wiggle, wiggle. Curl your toes under, open them wide, curl under, open wide, again. This time, look at your toes, bring the 8 toes down, lift the big toes up, and then big toes down, 8 toes up. If you're getting stuck, do one at a time. So bajamos lo grande y subimos lo chiquito. Y alternamos, right? Just alternate it. Lift them all up and drop one toe at a time as best we can. And then try to lift one at a time as best we can. That is not completely successful there, but we're trying. I'm trying, you're trying. That's all we can do. All right, very good. Whew, that gives me I run out of breath just trying to do that. We're gonna stand up and work a little bit behind the chair, especially if you stop doing it for a couple classes. Then it's like starting brand new. All right, okay, this is gonna be a pain, so I'm just gonna put it there. All right, so we go behind the chair. We're gonna start with the Qigong sequence. We really don't need the chair for the Qigong, but if you're unstable and you wanna keep the chair right there, keep it right there, okay? All right, so we're gonna start with the feet together. We're gonna bring the left hand on top of the right for the ladies, right on top of the left for the gentlemen. And then we step out towards this side. All right. We go with breath. So we inhale, we lift. As we exhale, we bend the knees just a little. We inhale and we repeat this movement a few times. The main thing here is the breath, right? It's very similar to yoga, right? Qigong, they call it the Chinese yoga, but it's continuous flow. Or in yoga, we might move with the breath, but then we stop there and then start breathing. Here is a continuous movement. This is called waking up the prana, waking up the chi. All right, second movement, we open the chest. You go inhale all the way to here, and then you exhale and you lower down, bend the knees. And the joints are never locked here. There's always like a softness in the wrists, the elbows, the knees. Very good. All right, the next one, all we're gonna be doing with the legs is this. You're gonna bend one knee and shift away, bend the other knee and shift away. We don't need to lift the heels or do anything. And then the arms, you hold an imaginary ball, which you carry from side to side. So if you notice, you bend the knee on the left and bring the rainbow to the right. It's called dancing or painting the rainbow. Let's do one more each side. All right, we separate the clouds, so we bend the knees, we go inhale up, exhale down. All right, the next one is like going for a swim, but not as high. So you bring the arms sort of like in front of the shoulder, like right there, right above the shoulder, but not so high. Very good. Brenda's like, I got this. I do this every day. Bring it in. That looks great. All right, we have one more. All right, rolling the boat. So that's an inhale up and exhale down. A little bit on the knees again. Feel like you're floating, right? Muscles hanging off the bone. All right, we go side to side. So you lift the heels and then turn the hand, bring it down, lift the heels. Just holding the sun. If your balance is a little off, keep your heels down. One more to each side. All right, turning back to the moon. So you keep your heels on the floor and you just bring the arms a little bit to the back. Connect movement, breath. One more time. Pressing the palms. So you push and you bend into the left knee. Push, bend into the right knee. All right, bring the hands in front of the abdomen and the chest, cloud hands. Inhale one way, switch. Exhale the other way. All right, scoop the seat. Look at the sky. If you don't want to go that low, that's okay. You can just go to the knee. One more here. We bring it over to the right side. All right, stay here. We'll lift the toes when we go back. Inhale. We'll lift the heel and the back foot when we exhale forward. Rolling or pushing the wave. Bring it on the other side. So this is your inhale and then you push on your exhale. All right, we're spreading the wings. So you open, inhale, exhale. Bring it on the other leg. Very good. Horse's stance. So you go stand like as if you're on top of the horse. Punch your left hand forward. Turn it, bring it back. We have one more each side. Flying wild goose. Inhale. If you can, lift off your heels. Exhale, a little bend on the knees. Very good. Spinning the wheels. So we inhale either to the floor or to your knee height. Exhale, complete the circle. We have 3 each direction. Bring it the opposite side. All right, marching while bouncing the ball. So opposite arm and leg, and if you can, you lift the heel off the floor. If not, keep the heel on the ground. Even the foot can stay on the ground and you just lift the heel slightly. Last one. Pressing the palms, so you inhale up, you exhale down. All right, collect the energy, reach up, inhale, exhale. Hands come into that lower dantian or second chakra. You connect to your breathing. We finish by closing that left leg in, just like we started at the beginning. And then notice your fingers. See if there's anything in your fingertips. Nota la punta de los dedos de las manos. All right, very good. So shake it off a little bit. We come behind the chair, just in case you need it, you hold on to it, otherwise hands here. We transition to our yoga. So we shift the weight and wake up the feet a little more. We lift the heels, we lift the toes, and you rock the weight. All right, open the feet a little bit, so toe heel open, and then roll on the inside and outside of your feet. Remember to modify anything's bothering you on your feet or your knees as we start moving. Come back and then rotate the leg, a little bigger circle than when we were seated, and then bring it the opposite way. Let's do that on the other side. And bring it the opposite way. All right, very good. Swing the leg forward, back. Just 3 times, and then we bring it to the center and up and down 3 times. All right, let's swing this one forward and back. And then lift it to the side for 3, 2, 1. Cross the weight, and now the leg crosses, be careful. And then behind it, as far across and behind it. One more time. Very good. Lift that heel off the floor and then lean towards your left side. Bring it to center, release the hand. Cross the other foot, around it goes. Again, it comes back to the middle, lift the heel off the floor, lean to your right side. Bring it to center, lift both heels off the floor and go for a little toe walk. Back, forward. Let's do the same on the heels. So you come on your heels and you walk on your heels forward, back. All right, very good. Lift your right leg up and lift that heel off the floor. The foot that's on the ground, of course. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it up and pulse it up for 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Lift the other leg up. Again, you go up as high as it feels comfortable. Hold it up and do a little pulse. And then let it go. All right, weight goes from side to side. Just loosen up there. Bring the hands on the hip and then circle the hips around and around. Bring it the opposite direction. All right, figure 8 with the hip. So like an infinity symbol. You're drawing with your hip on the floor. And then the opposite way. Very good. Bring it to the side. So you dip the shoulders one way, then you bring the hip to the opposite side. Next time we hold it on the right side, right here where the stretch is on the right, then hold it and push it a little farther. And last time here, push it, then push it a little farther. And then let it go. Careful with your arms on the chair, swing the arms. Waking up the spine a little more, loosening up through the shoulder joint. All right, touch the front, the back, the front and the shoulder, and the back here in the kidneys, and then up, up. All right, very good. A little faster, keep your belly in. good. All right, we go for walk in place, lifting the arm and the leg, opposite to each other. Very good. Bring the arms here and now elbow to knee. So it could be that you lift the heel, elbow to knee, or it could be that you lift the leg and it actually comes as close as you can to the knee. Just a little balance there. And then pause. Once you're even on both sides, find mountain pose and take a breath in and a breath out. Reach your arms up on an inhale. On your exhale, you fold in half. Hold here. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale into your first down dog. So press back, flat back if possible, or just 1/3 of the way down is fine. And then we pedal the feet here again. We lift the heel, the other heel. Both heels down, bend the knees. Now drop the chest a little closer to the floor. Lift it back up. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Look between the legs of the chair and bring your right foot forward. Push the ground away with your feet and the hands push away from the chair. So you're trying to stack shoulder over hips. Lift the back heel. Drop the back heel as close as you can to the floor. Lift it again, just twice. And now lift the front heel for just twice. I'll count to 2. And then come on the heel and straighten out through that leg and roll the leg a little bit out and in. Be careful. And then bend the knee and send that leg all the way back again. We switch legs right away. So we bring the other leg forward. Bend the knee again. Push the ground away with your feet. Push the chair away with your hands. Back heel lifts twice. Front heel lifts twice. You come straight into that front leg. You lift your toes up. You're on your heel. You can fold a little bit towards that leg and then roll the foot just a little out and in. Just a couple times. And then this time, open the legs wider when you go back. Flat back. Breathe in and breathe out. Shift the weight. You keep the leg straight, but shift the weight to one side of the leg and then shift the weight to the other side. Again, one more to each side. Try to keep your legs straight. And then push back. Both legs are nice and long. Inhale in your next breath. Walk forward onto your tall and mountain. Reach the arms towards the front. Reach them all the way up, facing each other for Urdhva Hastasana. Look up towards the ceiling if your neck feels up for it. Otherwise, keep your chin parallel to the floor. Come and squeeze the shoulders into the back. See if you can add just a little bit of a back bend. Very good. Bring the arms behind, interlace your fingers, extend the arms out as much as you can. Can you lift the chest just slightly up and forward? Very good. Come and crisscross the arms. Always a different arm on the top. Keep the arms straight. Try not to bend your elbows. Squeeze back. All right, ego your arms on the next one. Lift those elbows up. Release the ego, squeeze and bring it in. Lift those elbows up. Come and squeeze back. And again, we go all the way back. The other index finger in the front as you straighten out the arms and lift the chest to the ceiling. Add a gentle rotation now for the head. And bring it the opposite way. Tilt the ear to the shoulder when you're ready. Tilt the ear to the shoulder. Come to center, look down to the side of your chest. And to the other side. Very good. And then loosen up a little bit. All right, if you want a little bit of water, you can take some water. If you feel like you need to sit down, you can sit down. Si quieren tomar un poquito de agua. right, so we start with a warrior one on the right side. So you're gonna come in here, you're gonna anchor the back foot, and then the arms are gonna come up into a warrior one. If you need to hold on to your chair, you grab on. So up or here, right? Whatever feels like the right thing for you to do now. Straight front leg, and you add a twist towards that leg. So this is your right arm behind. And then if you're here, you're here. Come and slowly pick up the back leg and lift it up if that feels okay for you. Remember, you can keep the foot on the floor and just lift the heel. Release that leg and bring it all the way forward. Take your time. Stand tall into mountain. We step back. So left foot forward, right foot back. Again, both arms are up and overhead. Otherwise, you just keep your left arm up. Remember to keep your breath flowing. It's a straight front leg, and you add a twist towards the back, reaching that left arm behind you. Again, if you're here, your arm is in front. Otherwise, you grab onto the chair like me. Bring it slowly back to center. Pick up the back leg, either the heel lift and that's it, or you lift the leg up. Very good. Bring it back and into center, and then pause. Breathing in and breathing out. All right, we sit in an imaginary chair. We're going to come in and out of it. So you're sitting back as if you're actually sitting on a chair. Please don't put pressure on your knees by bringing your weight to your toes, weight to the heels. We sit and we stand. We sit and we hold, and then the arms start moving up and down, up and down. Imagine you're holding 3-pound weight, so you're not really swinging without a little resistance. There you go. Lift it all the way up. All the way up. Again, move it up and down. Lift it and keep this arm up. Bring the hands behind. Find that little back bend. Just give the body a little bit of a break. And then let it go. Let the legs move. Shake it a little bit. Okay, so right behind your chair for your warrior two. We'll sit down very soon. So remember, back toes slightly in. These toes face the same direction as your knee. Your hip, your trunk comes this way. Your arms are here, or you grab onto the chair if you need to. Now notice if you're leaning like this, can you bring your trunk back and stack it over your hip? Just a straight line from the crown of your head to your navel. Very good, beautiful. Release the arm, reach it all the way back. Again, you can grab on if you want. Come into a triangle pose, lower the hand down, whatever height it feels comfortable for you. Inhale, bring it back into warrior two, palms of the hands facing up this time, just to give the shoulders a little moment. And then release. Hands come here, you lift the chest up and forward just for a moment. And then you turn back toes in, front toes out. There you are in that warrior two. Again, notice if you're leaning to the front, can you bring the trunk to the back? So you're on the other side of that warrior two. That's it, very good. Again, a straight leg, and you bring it back to give it a little break. And then you lower down, and then you lift the arm up. Bring it back to center through that warrior two, palms up. And again, you put the hands here, you push the hip forward, keep your abdominals engaged. We toe heel, until we walk the feet together. All right, that was a lot. So let's come and sit down. If you want more water, you can take it. And we'll do some of those poses, but we'll do them seated. Now, just because you're doing them seated doesn't mean they're easy, because honestly, they're not. Especially if you engage the muscles all around your body, whether it's your legs or your upper body. So we'll start with a warrior two here. Remember, your leg can be more here in the front. Like, I know some of you don't like opening up because it doesn't feel good in the knee and the hip. You could do it like this, it's fine, right? Who says it has to be back here? So that's the alignment, but we don't need to do that. So you find whatever is comfortable. Now, you're gonna press the feet into the floor, nice and strong, and then you're gonna pretend you're drawing the feet together as if you're trying to wrinkle the yoga mat if you had a yoga mat underneath you. So you're feeling the inner leg. You feel that when you try to bring the legs in, you feel the inner leg working. Now reach the arms up and then gaze towards your hand. And the arms are in the same boat. They're reaching away from one another. And right about now, I'm like, okay, I need to find my breath because it's getting a little bit tricky to stay here. So deepen your breath. And then grab the chair. You can release that engagement you have with the legs and then reach back. Let's add a side angle. So you'll come here, you'll push away from your leg. So you keep your side body engaged. Your arm can stay here, or if your shoulder feels up for it, you can reach along your ear. Try to keep the arm straight. And then can I look up towards the elbow at least? Bring it back to center, and then just toe heel this foot in, bring this leg in and give it a moment. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. We take a forward fold before we go into the other side. So it could be a forward fold where you pause right here. Could be a forward fold where you go all the way down. So it's up to you how deep you want to go. Connect to your breath. Try to relax for a moment. Very slowly, your hands come back onto your knees, which is going to help you press up. And then we'll find the warrior two to the other side. So you're coming here. Again, this leg can be all the way back there, but it can also be in the front if the hip or the knees are not happy there. As you find the arms, remember that the legs are engaged and you're drawing the legs in towards one another the whole time, as if you're actually trying to wrinkle the space underneath you. Keep breathing. Release the engagement of the legs so you can relax for a moment, and then reach that arm back. Bring it all the way forward. Again, remember you're not collapsing here. You're pushing away and keeping your head aligned with your spine, right? So no head dropping to your shoulder. And then the arm can go out, but it can also stay here if that feels better for you. Again, can you look up towards your elbow? Very slowly, we bring it back. You bring the hands in, and then again, toe heel this foot in, and then bring it here. And then sit all the way to the back of the chair. Give it a little break. We're going to take one more forward fold, but we'll take a moment first. Relax any tension from your body. Arms lift, that's your inhale. On your exhale, again, you can come just to here, or you can make it all the way down if that feels okay. So cualquiera de esos dos, abajo o arriba. Breathe. Inhale, slowly press it back. So we're going to do a twist. So if crossing the legs is just not comfortable in your body, that's okay. You don't have to. You can twist like this. We did it earlier, right? But if it's comfortable crossing your legs, We're gonna bring the elbow into the knee, and then we're gonna find the twist this way, right? So you're gonna lift the elbow up, heels of the hands stay together, and then you twist as you look up. Open the arms, reach one up, one down, lengthen, and then bring it back. Just a little visit there. Release. Again, you're crossing, you're bringing that right elbow on the leg as best we can. You're twisting, you're looking up, and you're breathing deeply. Let the arms open in opposite direction just for a moment, just one breath, and then we let it go. And then we'll bring it back and into center. All right, so let's do a little bit of a cool down. So bring one way, that's your inhale. The other way is your exhale. We'll just do one to each direction. And then come back to center. Let's roll the shoulders, but a little bit slower than at the beginning. And then this time you're gonna lift and gently drop it. Lift and drop it. One more time. All right, bring the hands here. Fingers, just the tip of the fingers, not the whole hand. While one open, one closes, just the tip of the finger. Very good. Squeeze the shoulders into the back. Turn the palms of the hands. Press the heels of the hand out to the side, fingers to the ground. Release this hand here and then look away towards this side. Bend the elbow, look to your hand. Again, both arms go out, flex the wrist, lengthen. Lower this hand down. Again, look away towards this side. Bring it to center, bend the elbows, and then release. Both arms go down, you pause. Inhale, reach up. Keep the hands together, add a little side bend, and then a little bit of a circle to the front. Try to keep your arms and your ears in a straight line. Side and then to the front, just one each. Bring the back of the head to be held by the hands, open up to the back. Press those arms up and overhead. Slowly release those arms down to the side. And then we sit back all the way to the back of the chair. You're going to take an inhale through the nose and out through your mouth. Again, in through the nose. Do one more time. Take a moment to scan your body from the head to the toes. Is there anywhere in the body that you can soften a little bit? Is it the face that needs to be a little softer? Shoulders, the neck. So relajando todo el cuerpo desde la punta de la cabeza hasta los pies. One more time, scan the body from head to toe. Soften just a little bit more. We'll find a few moments of silence as we try to relax, not just the body, but also the mind. Notice when it wants to wander, just don't let it. Come back to your body, come back to the moment. Very slowly transition to the front of the chair. See if you can keep your spine straight. And then find your favorite hand gesture, whatever mudra you like. Thumb and index touching, or the fingers together. First two fingers, doesn't matter, whichever mudra you like. And all we're going to do is watch the breath. So you watch the breath come at the tip of the nose and go. You try not to control it, but you don't lose it. It's like you're really paying attention, waiting for something very special to happen. And when your mind wants to wander, you come back to your breath instead. Right? That's what meditation is, just back to the present moment every time you're gone. So, mirando la respiración y observándola, pero no controlándola y no dejando que los pensamientos se lo lleven a uno a otro lado. Let the breath slowly deepen. Find gentle movements, toes and fingers. Turn the palms of the hands facing down and begin to notice sounds you hear. Pressing feet into the floor, the hands into the legs. We'll bring the hands to heart center. We'll rub the palms together. And then we'll chant one Om together. Take an inhale. Namaste. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Grisell.